Seems like Die Maschine are trying to mess that up. Let's see who's going to come out on top in the first map.
I'm interested to see what specialization of Warlock that Fabio is playing. It might be Affliction. We're going to have to wait and see here in a moment. I think he's playing Destruction, so Destruction, Warlock, Elemental Shaman, Holy Paladin. A bit non-standard. Let's see how it fares against this jungle cleave.
Yep, they're going to be looking to obviously deflect the onslaught from Die Maschine. Big pressure out onto the Warlock very early on in this matchup. Botar is going to be throwing out a sacrifice right away, so using that Paladin sacrifice to slow down some of that damage. And you can see Die Maschine, they're just going to be pulling back, looking for sort of a soft reset.
Yeah, I mean, that was a free Blessing of Sacrifice. They just retreated away and waited for it to be over. Now TJ Farrell's leading the charge, stunning up Botar. Facile snipes in the trap, a 3-on-2, and Fabio's dipping low. Unending Resolve to reduce this incoming pressure. That might not even be enough as he dips lower and lower. Facile pushes across the map, lands a bursting shot. Fabio's very low. He has no portal as destruction. He goes for a Mortal Coil to peel him away and survives the onslaught. Now, if they can set up another trap like that before 40 seconds elapse, Fabio could be in a world of hurt.
Yeah, this is actually really scary. 85% really not able to get anything going in this situation. Silas, the priest, he's positioned very far away, going to be throwing out that Rapture to slow down some of this damage coming in from, Fabs and Jamie in this situation. Botar trading out his Trinket there, so wants to keep his team aggressive, but Facile charges in, gets the bursting shot into the DR trap, and still good pressure mounting over onto Fabs as he's down to around 50% HP. Big Holy Light's going to connect from Botar, topping him off.
Yeah, Paladin is just a bunch of big layered cooldowns. Facile getting counter pressured, and finally a punch back for 85%. They get that aspect of the turtle, a critical defensive for Facile to survive from burst. Now Facile is running with his tail between his legs behind the pillar, hiding with Silas. He knows if he goes for an overextended push, he could throw the match.
Yeah, look at Silas's mana though. It's down to 40%. I don't know how he's being this aggressive. Must be spam dispelling aggressively there. He needs to be a little bit more conservative with his mana, or Die Machine's not going to have much time left. Double coil coming in onto Facile and to TJ Farrell. Nicely done by Fabs in that situation. Just positioned into the middle of the map, spamming out those fears, trying to survive. Going to be using that Unending Resolve as Botar is caught into the full trap. He has no Trinket. There's the full fear as well. Silas pushes in, gets the follow-up crowd control. Big burst over onto Fabs. Botar has to bubble out.
2 seconds, 1 second.
There's not too much left on it.
Oh, sacrifice is available, but Botar's holding on to it. He trades it out right before the stun, and now Silas is getting counter pressure behind the pillar. He's trying to recover, but he completely tapped his mana tank. Botar looking to charge in after Fabs gets topped. Defensive-wise, Botar and Fabio don't have anything left. Mana-wise, Silas doesn't have anything left. This could go either way. So Facile and TJ Farrell need to avoid damage because Silas has no mana to heal it back. They're pushing across. They're going for the final push, but they get peeled away with a double Mortal Coil. And Fabio just tossing out Incinerate after Incinerate. A Hodge onto TJ Farrell, just tapping Silas's mana even further to dispel it. Wyvern Sting was pre-Blessing of Protection. Does Silas have the mana to purge it off? It doesn't look like it, and Fabio's easily protected. Silas is rotting down behind the pillar. He's got nothing left in his tank. Jamie's got them pinned down on the pillar, and it looks like 85% should be able to close this.
Yeah, Fabs has that Unending Resolve as well, so big defensive cooldowns available for 85%. Die Maschine, this is not a position you want to be in. True Shot Aura is coming up, but I just don't think Silas can keep him along long enough for them to get the crowd control they need to secure a kill. Charges in, does TJ Farrell, the bash over onto Botar, interrupt onto Jamie. Fabs just preemptively using that Unending Resolves. He knows if he can survive this setup, Die Maschine has run out of time, but TJ Farrell Incarnation in 10 seconds. Silas gets connected with those lava bursts coming in from Jamie as he gets lower and lower, barely able to keep his team alive. TJ, how is he going to be able to survive this? He gets knocked away there by Jamie. Big pressure. TJ Farrell, though, pulls the trigger on Incarnation. Can they take down Fabs? No, they cannot.
They might. Wait, hold on to it. Wyvern Sting, Fabio's low. He's Drain Life spamming. That Drain Life right at the final second. Bought him enough time to stay alive and deny a cross kill. They're still going for it, but looks like with no interrupt on that Drain Life, he's going to be able to sustain himself for Botar to get out of crowd control. I just want to credit Facile. He was using his silencing Poison Sting right before Mortal Coil every time, almost except one. He missed one. And that means that the Warlock can't free cast into the Mortal Coil. He was timing them so well.
I have a caliber team. They are definitely taking the map into account as well. Will 85% be able to do it again, or will this new team, Die Maschine, be able to pick up a map win?
I'm curious to see if Fabs is playing Dwarf. He was in the last matchup, and in these matchups where you're going against the jungle, going against a Feral Druid, that small change of going Dwarf, it's an extra reset. The Feral has to put up all his bleeds again, all that damage. He is going to be running that, so he's going to be a little bit safer than he normally would be. A full Wyvern Sting over on a Botar. Fabs taking some damage in the opener, immediately using that Unending Resolve as well as that Legion Commander to put out that counter pressure onto Die Maschine.
Yeah, Fabs is going hyper aggressive, and It's really costing him a lot to be this aggressive. He's almost going down. Botar is struggling to deal with the damage. Finally, Fob's starting to stabilize. He's trying to resummon his pet. Nice stun. They need to prevent it. He's going for an imp, or he's trying to fake cast with it. He's going for a Felguard. He gets that soul link. The damage reduction split to his pet. Fobs is still just under fire. Triple fear. This map is paying dividends for a TJ Die Maschine. As Fabio is struggling to stay alive, there's really nothing left for him, and TJ Farrell is just gunning him down. Full trap lands, and Fabio will surely fall in. Wow, TJ Die Maschine strike back hard in game number 2.
Yeah, got deleted there, honestly. I think what happened with the Demonology Warlock there?
I don't know. At whatever comes in front of him, and Destro, that's why it's so powerful, is because it's capable of that with the 1 minute cooldown on any resolve, trading well with crowd control chains. So Fabio should be able to get that counter pressure and force them out of the middle of the map, but maybe TJ Die Maschine have found the miracle and found the damage to get a kill here. 85% need a first place finish, I believe, to qualify, so they definitely can't afford to lose to TJ here.
Yeah, Botar already using that human racial. Silas positioned quite nicely. He's not super far away from Botar. Potentially be able to push in for that fear. There's a full Wyvern Sting onto Botar into the DR trap. Fab's using that unending resolve, and I think TJ Die Maschine plays super aggressive in this situation. Silas, if he can get that crowd control, maybe they can just rush down 85%. In the last game, they kind of crumbled from that really aggressive playstyle that TJ Die Maschine has. There's the maim into the trap and the bursting shot onto Botar. Fab's still in a lot of trouble. There's a trinket, so Botar has no human racial and no trinket available.
Yeah, he's going to try to pre-Blessing of Protection Fabio before the next CC chain. I love Botar's positioning in the middle corner here. Silas has to run into the open to fear him. Fabio's just going to turn and hit him if he does. So TJ opt to abort the mission. They're going to pull back. They see a bunch of these portals shooting out nether bolts. They're just going to take a chill pill, hang out behind the pillar, wait for all of these to go away. And as soon as they're gone, I'm going to imagine they're going to launch another assault. And doing these hit and run strats are what they need to do, because look at this. Facile spent 2 seconds in the open. He pre-aspects of the turtle right before the mortal coil, but another Chaos Bolt flies out. 2 Chaos Bolts for everybody. Fabio's just dishing them out for free. Doubles for everybody. And now Silas got counterspelled. There's so much pressure. He's going to trade out Survival Instincts, and Fabs looks way better on this Destruction spec. He's just doing tons of damage.
Yeah, he's actually playing the big bolt in this matchup, so those huge Chaos Bolts causing a lot of pressure. You can see TJ Farrell looking for that crowd control there, but Silas says, get back to me. I need to actually heal you up. This is a nightmare situation. You can tell Silas is having a difficult time. He's the only caster on his team, so he has to bait out all those shocks coming in from Jamie and all the counter spells coming in from Fabs, making it very difficult. Maim onto Botar. TJ Die Maschine trying to get aggressive there. TJ Farrell taking Chaos Bolt after Chaos Bolt coming in from Fabs, though. Once again, TJ Die Maschine having to run behind the pillar, fully retreating.
You know what you can do versus Destruction Warlock? You can do nothing. You can literally choose to stay in this position until very deep dampening. You power them down with Incarn, and we've seen teams execute that. SSDS did that last year at the North American Championship. So risking your life going in the middle of the map like this could cost them the game if they don't want to play safe. They're going to swap targets. They're going to go after Jamie. Facile is controlling both Botar and Fabs. Botar decides to bubble instead of Jamie using Astral Shift, which was an interesting trade there. Without Divine Shield, maybe they swap to him later. Maybe Botar's trying to bait that swap, a 200 IQ play. If he can bait them to go on him, then his DPS are going to free cast. So that might be a bit of a mind game from Botar to bait them to go after him.
I think Botar actually has both Blessing and Sacrifices available, so defensively 85% is looking very good. One thing to note, Silas almost tapped on mana once again, down to around 15% at this point in the game. They need to make something happen, and they need to make it happen fast. TJ Farrell has that Incarnation coming up in 24 seconds. Maim over on a Botar, interrupted on the Fabs. Nice trap coming in from Facile as well. Looks like Jamie once again is the target of choice. He uses the Astral Shift, he gets interrupted. Botar might have to use the Sacrifice here. He has to Trinket Sack. This is not a great situation to be in. Gets out of the CC, throws out the Sacrifice. Divine Favor, Holy Light. Jamie's going to be completely fine, but a small victory for TJ Die Maschine.
Nice life grip from Silas. Facile got hodged in the middle of the map, and Silas life gripped him back to the pillar. Now he's disengaging back. He gets damage reduction from disengaging, reducing Jamie's Ice Fury there. Jamie now pulling TJ Farrell into the middle of the map. Fabio's going to tee off. He actually summoned a second imp for bonus damage rather than a second interrupt. So Fabio's going to be doing quite a bit of damage. Facile's trying to crowd control him up, slow that pressure down. Jamie's down at half though. Botar pops Avenging Wrath. Now Facile is getting bursted in that Mortal Coil. Chaos Bolt flies. Pain Suppression denies the kill, but once again, Silas's mana, he's almost tapped. His entire team is rotting down. Rain of Fire is raining behind the pillar. Jamie's on one side, Fabio on the other. Triangle position, and it's looking dire for TJ Die Maschine.
Yes, how is Silas going to be able to keep his team alive in this situation? Everyone's getting lower incarnation. The last few seconds of it going to fade from TJ Farrell. He doesn't have that additional damage now. Everyone from 85% is at 100% HP. TJ Die Maschine trying to make one last push here, but it's just not looking good. Silas does not have the mana to keep his team alive.
Maybe.
TJ Farrell trying to get that pressure over onto Jamie with the Wyvern Sting onto Botar. Botar actually has no defensive left. They could potentially take Jamie down here. Nice stun coming in from TJ Farrell over onto Jamie. Blessing Protection is going to happen. Double Mortal Coil. There's the Hodge on the TJ Farrell. Good night with the Chaos Bolt. Spam damage is coming in, and you really just have not much of a chance in that situation. You got to commend TJ Die Maschine. You know, they pushed in. They realized they didn't really have much chance if they did not. And it's a difficult spot to be in.
One thing, Fabio playing Dwarf, he's using Stone Form during Ashamane's Frenzy up from TJ Farrell. And if you look at TJ Farrell, the boxes below, the one next to the blue one is Ashamane's Frenzy. Gives him a ton of damage, and it's a huge damage over time. He can just remove it almost every time with Stone Form, and that's why Dwarf is so strong against a Feral Druid.
Yeah, Botar opting to play Relentless, so all CC will be shorter on him, but he has no active trinket, so he can't get out of any of this CC. It's going to be up to Fabs to kite away and try to avoid some of this damage very early on. Full trap onto Botar. Once again, the Fel Lord gets dropped, trying to counter pressure the best they can. Sally's actually trinketing out of that axe toss there, trying to just keep his team stable for now. Nice offensive plays coming in from Fabs, getting out every single trinket in the opener.
All right, so this is basically 85%'s home base. This is like their bunker. They're going to stay in this room, clump them up, and try and AoE them down. They did a similar strat in Dalaran. Let's see if they can punish it the same way. Full fear on Botar. Fabs trades out his Unending Resolve, and I guess Fabio just wants to be the Lord of Damage. He's not going to be kiting. He's just dishing out a ton of pain. Silas's team is all down to half. Stuns over on TJ Farrell's Incarnation, but Fabio's running on a risky clock here. The aspect of the turtle was overlapped with an interrupt, but now TJ Farrell is still low, and this could be easily the closing damage. Full fear on Silas. He barely gets out of it. TJ Farrell's still low, and he's gonna fall 85%. Clean them out. They're still trying to go for it, but I don't think they got the damage. And yeah, Fabio's just gonna gate out of there, securing the win 3-1.
I don't even think Fabs casted a Falcon